Download the app from the App and Play Store.
Hi, Siddhant. Welcome to Sunrise Radio. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, Siddhant, I think first things first, I have just seen the trailer and oh my God, yay! It is so good. And I can also now understand the title of the film as well. So it makes sense. It makes sense.
we really scratched our heads a lot to come up with the title, because this film is so it's a different experience, and it was so tough to actually come up with that one word or a phrase or a sentence of whatever to kind of, to sum it all up. And I think Gehraiyaan is I think it suits the best.
Absolutely. It does. No, 100%. I think it fits in really well because, of course, when it was announced and then the small teaser came out, I was like, there's so much curiosity around it. I mean, so much, because you guys have obviously been shooting. We've been seeing you guys. You guys have been papped, every time you went for shoot and stuff. So it was like, what is this film about? So, finally we have some form of storyline that we can see and understand via the trailer. But Siddhant, tell me a little bit about why you've decided to do this film.
Why I decided to do this film is because I didn't know how I would do it. And that's, that was the case when I heard, my first film, Gully Boy. I didn't know how I was, how would I just do it? Because I was locked 15 days before the shoot. I was not a rapper. I didn't come from the gullies. So, it was a challenge, and I remember I was very nervous. And I think that's when I hear a script and when I get nervous about it, I think I know I need to do this. It's a challenge and I need to take it up. Or else, I don't like to be in my comfort zone. I like to kind of challenge myself a lot. So again, when I heard the script, when Shakun narrated the story to me, I was quite blown away. I was like, wow, this is different. He's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, how have you thought about me? I mean, this is quite mature, and I don't know, I don't understand, and there are certain things which I don't know. It'll come with age, but how have you decided? He's like, no, but I think you can. So I think he had faith in me after watching Gully Boy, because again, I was playing a guy who was elder to Ranveer. I was 24 that time, and I played 28, and in this one I was 27, 26, I think, and then I had to play 29, 30, and with the the most senior and and she's amazing, Deepika. So I mean, I didn't know how I was going to do it, to be honest, and that's what drove me to sign this film, to hop on to this, because I mean, let's find the uncharted, let's be the first man on the moon. Because I haven't seen something like this. I haven't heard anything, and there was no reference point for this film.
Wow.
Or the characters. So we had to really start from scratch and craft it to the T. So yeah.
No, that's amazing. And I think that's the beauty about being an actor like yourself. I think you've made such a huge impact in, such a short space of time, whether it's Inside Edge, whether it's Gully Boy, whether it's Bunty or Bubbly 2, and the other films that you have lined up as well. The scripts that you're choosing, is it like a conscious decision, or are these scripts just kind of flowing into you?
Well, I think it's I think it's both. It's why did I want to be an actor? Because I wanted to do everything, and I knew I could do everything. I could act, I could dance, I could sing, I could paint, I could write, I could, and I don't know why the heck I was doing my financial studies that time. I wasted a lot of time, which I could just have enrolled in some acting school or something. I would have been maybe much better. I don't know. Or maybe the journey kind of taught me a lot, to just be, there and understand the nuances and the struggle of life. So I think I always believed that I wanted to do everything, and I knew I could do everything. And that's why I'm choosing all, different genres, because it was never the aim, the goal was never to be a star. The goal was always to, experience this, to kind of be able to play different characters, to be able to explore yourself, and to be able to kind of not be bored by your work and yourself, I really love the craft. I really like kind of sinking in my getting under the skin of my character. So I really like to do that, and just gives me it's a different high. But if I keep doing similar stuff, I think I'll just be bored of myself, and I really need to like try and make a mark of myself, because I'm still young. I don't want to typecast myself. I don't want to go in one direction. I want to be able to do everything, and that's what the aim is. And obviously these scripts, I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have been offered such amazing scripts at such an early age, and I'm glad that that's happening.
You've just mentioned that you love getting into the skin of the character, and also with Gehraiyaan, the character that you're playing, Zain, you haven't had any reference point. So how did you prepare? How did you make this character come alive? Because he comes alive in the trailer itself.
I think it's, in films like these, like even in Gully Boy, I think it's all the credit goes to my director and my co-actors, I think. I remember saying, during Gully Boy, when people asked me how did he get, I was like, I saw MC Sher in Ranveer's eyes and Murad's eyes. It was not me. So the same thing here, and I saw Zain in Deepika's eyes. I saw Zain in Ananya's eyes. And Shakun, I think. Yes, I try a lot. I try to be all strategic about it. I try to kind of maintain a diary, and I write it out as my character. I write poetry. I do all of these things. I graph it out, make a flow chart, as we would do in like a finance, and I'll make it technically sound. But I think the nuance and the craft and the offbeat part, because the realness, the newness, I think is all Shakun, and it's all Deepika, it's all Ananya. I don't have many scenes with Gehraiyaan, but I know he's done a great job. But yeah, it's all my co-actors, and these are some really good people, like good people, and as in like the artists, they're really good at their craft. So I think it's all about them. It's not me. I mean, I just submit myself, and I do my thing as like a child who's been given a homework, and that's it. And I keep presenting it to. I was sharing notes with Shakun. I was sharing, like, I made a flow chart of the emotions that went through the script. Then I kind of marked it with like music, made a tree chart. I did all of those things, which might sound a little pseudo and trying to be, but that's how I do it, to kind of put it in place. And then I give it to Shakun, and then he understands that I do understand. That's what I need. My director needs to understand that I understand his vision. I really want to please my director. I really want to like seduce him. That listen, I can be anything, I can do anything, and I do understand where you're coming from. It's just that I don't know how to do it, so you'll have to tell me how to do it. And that's what Zoya did. I mean, I didn't know throughout the whole film how I'm doing this. And I remember after 2 takes, she's like, okay. I was like, but wait, I mean, is it okay? Because I don't know. I'm just like, chill. You go sit, you wait for the film. I was like, same with Shakun. Same with Shakun. I used to go like, Shakun, how was it? Yeah, good. I was like, no, Shakun. Yeah, I said, yeah, good. It's all right. It's good. I was like, yeah, tell me. No, it's good. So it was that. And I think, yeah, that that's what it is. It's not
But
me.
you play every single role so effortlessly, Siddhant. So, and I think MC Sher is probably a really big example of that. I mean, the fact that you're asking Zoya, is it okay? Like, what do I need to do? And she's telling you to chill. Honestly, like, having not known your background whilst watching Gully Boy, I genuinely would have thought you were like, a professional MC. Honestly, literally what walked out of that film. I was at Berlin Film Festival when I watched it. And honestly, that film just blew you away completely. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, we're still talking about that film now, which obviously speaks volumes. But you've given a lot of credit to your co-stars, Siddhant, Ranveer Singh, Deepika, Ananya, Gehraiyaan, all these guys, plus your directors as well. But what are your co-actors like to work with? I think if we start with Ranveer Singh, you obviously worked with him very, very closely, and you've always had amazing things to say about him. But the fact that you've now worked with Ranveer and Deepika, both of them together, what are they like?
Well, they're very different, and yet the same. They're huge stars, and I'm fortunate enough to be working with these experienced, actors, and they know their craft really well. They're not there just because, of their stardom, of their fashion choices, or of, everything that goes around. It's not that. They really submit to their craft, and I think it's them that I've learned a lot from these, both of them. Ranveer, he is, I know everybody knows he's like energetic, he's loud, and he's fun. Uh, he's a party starter, but when it comes to shooting a scene, he's silent. I've never seen him. No, I don't know if anybody knows that about him. He's very silent. He's very intelligent. He knows, he's calm. If I say Ranveer Singh and calm, you can't, like,
He doesn't go.
doesn't go, but he is calm and he knows his craft. And that's something which I really like, I've taken away from him, that, the passion which he has. Again, with Deepika, she's simple, and she is very, like, disciplined, more disciplined than Ranveer, for sure. She'll come with a pencil, she'll come with a scale, paper, highlighters, and as Shakun saying, I felt like I was in my, like, 10th grade.
Wow.
There was this girl who's taking all the notes, and I was like, I don't even have a pencil. I was borrowing. Can I have, she's like, yeah, sure. And I felt like she's judging me that I don't have a pencil. I have just walked in with my script, and everything else is on my phone, the graphs and everything. So she's like, and she's a little old school, she'll sit with her pen and paper. And even if she has to strike out something, she'll do it with a scale.
Wow.
Underline with a scale, neat, like note. Everything is so neat and proper. And I was like, whoa, shit. I mean, no. And obviously, I mean, initially I was a little intimidated, and then I started making fun of her. Yeah, I never used to return her pencils. I used to, lose them.
No, that's amazing. And I mean, what would you say to your fans and your fans in the UK as well about Gehraiyaan, and the fact that you want them to watch this film? Why should we watch this movie on Amazon?
Because again, I think curiosity, because there's nothing I've seen everything. I've seen a lot of films. I have not seen something like this, not experienced something like this. When you say love in Bollywood, all you can see is Mr. Shah Rukh Khan spreading his hands.
Yes.
There is that hopefulness. But nobody talks about the story, about what goes between these two people when a boy meets a girl, and he kind of, that's it. That's the story usually we talk about. But what happens when that, a boy meets a girl, and there's so many things that happen in between. There are nuances, there are, complications, and nobody talks about that. And I think we've been stereotyped as, Bollywood, okay, we are like all singing and dancing and, doing all of that. But this film is not about that. I think this film it's a human, and it's as human as, it can get. It's close, it's intimate, it's not loud, it's real. And when you watch it on Amazon, you'll be sucked into it. I don't think it's a community viewing. I don't think people are going to be like, whoa, get the girl. It's not that.
Yeah.
Feel things, it'll make you feel a lot of things. It'll make you feel love, it'll make you feel loss, it'll make you feel cheated, it'll make you feel so many emotions. And and it's very close to you, like it's there. The film, when you watch it, it's inside you. You're not watching a film on Amazon Prime, you're watching it in your head. You will be going to so many memories of yours, and like, oh shit, oh yeah, this happens, because usually everything in Bollywood is like, oh, I want that to happen in my life.
Yeah.
This one is more like, oops, okay, yeah, oh shit, okay. Oh. So you're gonna be just thinking, and you're gonna be, it's gonna leave you spellbounded by the end of it, I think.
No, I think 100%, and I think that comes across exactly the way you said it in the trailer. So can't wait to watch it. And even with the teaser, the song, that song that runs in the background is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So, Siddhant, can't wait. Good luck. I'll definitely 100,000% be watching it. Can't wait, and all the best for everything. Good luck, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully here in London.
Thank you, Anushka. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye.
Nice.
The app available from the App and Play Store.